core of the Jamaica Labour Party. And it's a very disturbing pattern. It's not a good pattern. You understand? I had called on Andre Stevens' program earlier today while he was live on Midday Connection. I was listening to Mr. Wayne Lonesome. When I listen to Talk Your Mind TV, and him bring up something, and me basically right now, me just go back and find some clips, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you, say, this is a very disturbing trend when we are witness right now with this government. This government is operating. I mean, I talk about Andrew Honest leadership straight down everybody. This government is operating in a manner parallel to a dictatorship. They are not, in my opinion, observers or enforcers of democracy. The things that they are doing is threatening our democracy. You understand? And there's many evidence of that. Let me start off the show like this. I start off the show with two clips. Zane, Lord have mercy, how reach us, sir? Why that up my while ago? I don't want a group in them. I have too much group already. I'm ungroup this. Ungroup this, yeah, man. Ungroup, thank you. Yeah, ungroup that. I want a group, legend. Yeah. That. Alright. A word and a verse. So the video was a pipe dream there. That the video I want to find. This one. Pause that. May I play this first?
In a mess. The house of Jamaica is in a mess. The family of Jamaica is in a mess.
Right.
The house of Jamaica is in a mess. The family of Jamaica. Mix up. There needs to be order.
Yes.
And the order cannot be brought in any sustainable way by the security forces. Because this is a heart matter. It's a sin matter.
Like and share, guys.
It's a spiritual matter for starters. At the root is rebellion against God, rejection of God. And that's why we are experiencing and will be facing harsher times as we go deeper into the year. So the Lord, in preparing us for what is up ahead, would once again say to the remnant, go into yet another season of fasting and prayer, but this time for today.
So, as you guys know, if you guys have been following my stories, I got invited to a Jamaican barbecue, man.
Those who dare to observe and to obey, what will actually happen, and I want you to listen carefully as I'm saying, Lord, say, He will build up a hedge around you and your family. I'm going to say it one more time. He will build up a hedge around you. Not only will some amount of mercy and grace be dispensed, but also a hedge as He align and realign, so that when God continues to do what He must do, if we don't repent, we will not all perish. That's it. So I'm going to say this as the Lord would have led me to say just before Melissa. You're going to find yourself in a house, and this time it's very interesting. Hear this now. You're going to be in a house, a physical house, and all of the house mash up except the room that you are in. You're going to find yourself in a place or community when disaster of different kinds strike, and people literally will die around you. You see bodies around you, but you're not dead. The Lord has been speaking about storing fresh drinking water. I'm going to remind you, Store because of what is up ahead. Fresh drinking water because of what is up ahead. I'm going to say it one more time. Store fresh drinking water because of what is up ahead. And also ensure that you put aside, and we have been saying this time and time again, but as the Holy Spirit is now bringing it up another time for the umpteenth time, also put aside supplies for at least 1 week because of what is up ahead. Back up all records, digital records, and find a safe place for sensitive documents because of what is up ahead. Also, ensure that you have cash in hand for at least a week. We're not saying you have a whole heap of money, but whatever little cash you can have put aside and so on, because you're going to need it. And those documents and records are very, very important. There are some suddenlies up ahead. Hear the word of the Lord. Jamaica. Not if Jamaica is to be changed, because we know Jamaica is being changed. Jamaica is being transformed. And by or before 2027, we will see a new Jamaica emerging. Not completely new, obviously, but there will be major turning points. One of them, finally, we will be led by a righteous prime minister. And it might seem like a pipe dream. I'm smiling because those of us who are able to see in the realm of the spirit, we have some interesting developments coming this year that will trigger changes politically, which will take many by surprise, because there are those who think that they are around forever and they can stay as long as they want. We shall see what we shall see. That's all I'm going to say. We shall see what we... That they are around forever and they can stay as long as they want. We shall see what we shall see. Which will take many by surprise, because there are those who think that they are around forever and they can stay as long as they want. We shall see what we shall see. That's all I'm going to say. We shall see what we shall see. Which will take many by surprise, because there are those who think that they are around forever and they can stay as long as they want. We shall see what we shall see. That's all I'm going to say. We shall see what we shall see. So apart from the intensification of judgment, which will come in different ways, not just natural disasters, but God will also use external intervention in the affairs of Jamaica. I'm going to say it one more time. God will use external interference in the affairs of Jamaica in order to set things right. Since we have leaders who think nobody like them, and they have put themselves in power through corrupt practices, we have a system of election where persons are to be duly elected.
Yes.
And they corrupt the system.
Yeah, they do. So they corrupt the system. Who just win election? Who win election in the last 3 years? When you hear what the apostle said, they have used corrupt practices and corrupted the election process. Yes, Jamaica. God revealed the secrets of heart. Thus said the Lord, them thief the election. But nobody like them. They think them are there forever. Let's continue. Hey, mama. Let me play it again.
There are those who think that they are around forever and they can stay as long as they want. We shall see what we shall see.
We shall see.
That's all I'm going to say. We shall see what we shall see. So apart from the intensification of judgment, which will come in different ways, not just natural disasters, but God will also use external intervention in the affairs of Jamaica.
Wow.
I'm going to say it one more time. God will use external interference in the affairs of Jamaica in order to set things right. Since we have leaders who think nobody like them.
Yes.
And they have put themselves in power through corrupt practices.
Yes.
We have a system of election where persons are to be duly elected.
That's right.
And they corrupt the system. So what God is going to do is going to use other means of displacing them. Watch and you will see.
So they corrupt the system. I know God have to come fix it. Mighty God.
External intervention in addition to continued disasters of different types. So we shall see what we shall see. This is going to be a pivotal year which will pave the way for what will manifest in 2027. So we continue to pray the process through. Not if Jamaica is to be changed.
Right. So I could go to that part, yeah.
It will trigger changes politically.
Yes.
Which will take many by surprise, because there are those who think that they are around forever and they can stay as long as they want. We shall see what we shall see. That's all I'm going to...
Let me give you an example. I saw me going to lead into the show now. Let me give you an example of who I'm talking about.
Dr. Andrew Michael Oneness.
No, that part, yeah.
King Andrew Oneness. But I want to say it. I say it already and I'm going to say it again.
Be careful with that statement.
Listen up, Jamaica. Karen, good day.
It's all about attacking Andrew Oneness.
So unknown.
But I want to say it.
Yes.
I say it already and I'm going to say it again.
Yeah, what you say again?
The Jamaica Labour Party and its supporters will push back at the PNP when they come at Andrew Oneness. We're not going to allow you. Here is a young man who has proven himself. Are you what?
When proving himself to do? What has he proven himself to do? Yesterday they make these blanket statements, you know. There's a young man that has proven himself and gaslight you. What has Andrew proven himself to do? Not have a certified statutory declaration for 4 years. That's what he's proven himself to do. Not be certified for 4 years. Unable to declare how he making money. Unable to prove if he did anything nefarious or he made his money legally. That's what he has done. That's what he has proven.
Want to destroy him. We're labor rights. We now budge. We now move an inch. We will never surrender Jamaica to the PNP again.
So, previously, you guys surrendered Jamaica to the PNP. I thought it was a democracy. You guys had a hold on Jamaica. Only did capture it. Like capture land. I only never surrender. Only surrender it before to the jail, to the PNP. And this was 2025, you know. Me I show you all of the top leader them in the Jamaica Labour Party. Me I show you a trend, ladies and gentlemen. The most undemocratic statements that could ignite a civil war in this country. Or ignite violence coming from the top leadership of the Jamaica Labour Party. Before election, they win and them still doing it. We're going to go through it. None of them is exempt. We're going to play for them words. They are a threat to democracy. And if you don't want to call in, you can call in. I'll be taking calls. But make sure you keep it sharp in a 5 minutes. Zine, you know the number already if you're the ones them where. You understand what I deal with? Yeah. When I put people in a box on TikTok, they talk for long, then they don't really have no time limit. Me can't do that. Better when you call me on WhatsApp. See, that's why I'm not to let nobody up on my TikTok. Because we have too much to talk about. Them keep we busy Jamaica. Let's continue. Too much. So them ignite this thing about bad mind. You understand? When the focus should be, what you mean by you're not gonna surrender Jamaica to the PNP? I thought we lived in a democracy. Like and share the video, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be stingy. You understand? Like and share the video. This was from last year.
Has done wonders for Jamaica since 2016.
So, according to Desmond McKenzie, which has no credibility, this is the same man that said JUTC has seen a profit. And JUTC has never made a profit. JUTC has never made a profit. They have broken even one time. But this is the same person saying that Andrew Jones has done wonders for Jamaica. For Jamaica or himself. For Jamaica or him own pockets. For Jamaica or you, for you personally and the people within the JLP. And on a friend them, on an associate them, on a family member. What wonders has they done? Where's the wonders? Them talk about say them build the most house them. How much poor people no put in at them? That's what them say. We just have to go off of what them say. The JLP said them build the most house them. How much poor people no put in at them? Not only did the PNP build the most houses, but they put the most poor people in a better place. Daniel, how you doing? You understand? Karen said there will be a civil war after the earthquake and tsunami hit Jamaica. I saw the PM running on foot from the Jamaican people. What? This is new. Daniel, I'm encouraging you guys to become a member of the platform. Israel, all I want upon Bolo VNR 2.0, I'm encouraging you guys to become a member. We have 2 memberships. I keep forgetting to mention it, ladies and gentlemen. We have 2 membership options on Bolo VNR 2.0. Alright? So make sure you want to become a member. Good? So this is Desmond McKenzie.
Jamaica is moving in the right direction.
Really? Jamaica don't feel like so now moving in the right direction? Taxation now no blur not. Don't feel like we're not moving in the right direction? And we have to pay back all of them bills there. And we pick them have to pay them back too. The economy not growing, we're not gonna see any growth in the economy. The economy is gonna decline this year according to the true economists and economic analysts. Right? The economy is going down this year. The economy is tightening. They have not had the bank release the interest rates on loans. So small businesses are not gonna get incentive based off that atmosphere to borrow, to expand their small businesses. That's gonna tighten up the economy as well. But according to him, you know.
Jamaica is in the best place that it could ever possibly want to be.
So hold on there. Hold on now. I'm glad saying said that. So Jamaica is in the best place that it could possibly be. Really? So after one hurricane, when I tax the people, according to you, Jamaica is in the best place it could possibly be. Wouldn't the best place for us to be is to be able to recover because we had a great economy and it was booming and people was prosperous? We would be able to recover swiftly if we were in the best place we could possibly be. That is another lie. That is another lie told by a politician. Because the economy has not grown from 2016. So it is no way that is the best place we could possibly be. Under whose standards? What are you telling us? That you guys are weak and incompetent and cannot govern the country to grow the economy? So this is the best place it could possibly be under your leadership. Under People's National Party, it would be in a better place. Under UIC, it would be in a better place. Anybody but the JLP better. Because the problem is, them are full up for them pockets. They are lining their pockets. You understand? So it is the best place it could possibly be so they can continue to line them pockets. Remember the Alva say more 5 more years now. So him pitney them can live the same way him live in Jamaica, you know, and him grand pitney too, you know. Him never say all Jamaicans to live like him, you know. Him family. And you guys still voted for him, the ones that did. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. You don't get in on the feelings. Me I talk to the core and the heart of the labor right them right now. You understand? Me I talk to their soul and their spirit. Oh no, vote them in back. You understand? And somebody come with them, because I said it on Andre show. Somebody come with them will take money and don't vote for the PMP. Uno is to be blamed. You see, Uno was turn on the yard and a vote, Uno is to be blamed too. You guys are complicit to the crime of allowing the Jamaica Labour Party to see another term. Yes, man. Because Uno never want to listen to the Most High servant them. Right? Uno never want to listen to them when they tell Uno say, Uno must do what Uno supposed to do. So God does say, alright. Uno no realize me I want and say them people here is the weapon that farm against Jamaica. So Uno go see it now. One hurricane in our blouse and skirt. Uno see people and treat the people after that. Uno know how much people still homeless same way? You know how much people that get help? No see not even one government official one time. People they are waff of barrel a waff and can't even get them barrel come down, fly down and can't get relief to them people. So the government not help them and the people them come to help them own people and them still get black. And that is a government. Yeah. Delroy, how you doing? That is the reality, ladies and gentlemen. In this time and in this space, that is the unfortunate reality. Feel me I deal with? Tired for you, dead man, Mackenzie. Let's continue. Oh yes, one more. Because him say it multiple times, you know. Listen to that video. We have them on file now. We have them on file.
To deny them trying to deny Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party its rightful place in the history books of this country. And we will never surrender to the PNP. No way!
So hold on there. I remember Andrew Holness talking about the PNP having this privilege, thinking that them is supposed to be in leadership. Then what that? Somebody is trying to deny you your rightful place. Who are and you and the JLP for in the place? I thought it was a democracy. What is he talking about? This sound like, you know, me always say talking on my TV said. It's like Andrew Holness and his wife thinks somebody will him Jamaica. Then that and I saw him attack. This man I worship Andrew Holness as far as me see. You know. Andrew Holness coming like him as some God to him. So how dare the democracy take away his rightful place of being in the history books of Jamaica? That me I hear from him. You know. I don't know about Uno. That's what I'm hearing from him. How dare the democratic process stop Andrew Holness from becoming the Prime Minister of Jamaica for a third term? How dare they? Even though we have all right because the country now run good, Antonio, Delroy, Mr. Uncle Snacks, the country now run good. In assets cannot be certified and will never be certified barring some type of corrupt practice by the FID. Yes, I said it. Any Andrew Holness statutory declaration is certified. We cannot trust nothing coming out of the FID already. So if you come to that the conclusion, the base of how we see that the report there, make it be known and let it be understood. The whole system corrupt. The entire system corrupt. his assets will never be certified, because if it could be, it would be already. He would have never taken the IC to court. He would have never asked the courts to take out illicit enrichment out of the Integrity Commission Act. He would never try to weaken and discredit the Integrity Commission. He would strengthen them, because he would have nothing to hide. Ladies and gentlemen, it's quite evident that you have something to hide. We can definitively say that. It's quite evident he has something to hide. What it is, we do not know. Moving on. Now, this is an interesting clip. I want to listen to this.
To the headlines listeners, I have a bit of news to share with you. Incredible years behind this microphone. This will be my final week with you. Indeed, it is my final week at Nationwide News. My last day in office will be this Friday, February 27, and my last day hosting this show will be tomorrow, Tuesday, February 24.
What?
I want you to know it has been the greatest honor of my life to sit in this studio behind this microphone and to share perspectives with you. And it has been my...
Brother, everybody say that. Everybody will live for organ. Let me tell you something about corporate. You see, when you leave in an organization, you don't want to leave messy. You see, even if, what I want simple people, that's something, baby. You see, even if you don't have a gross in the situation, as a professional, you don't air out the gross. Is the other day me hear somebody say this man in Nationwide are the most objective member of the team, you know. And him a left, da-da-dee. Da. Hey, let me tell you something. Sometimes people will be a part of organization because you know them have to feed them family, and them make sure so them represent themselves well and them family. Zine? And sometimes them turn a blind eye to certain things. You feel like me I deal with? And then sometimes them say, boy, what me can do? Me can't stop nothing. But then it comes a time when things start to get so rotten and so stink. We have to take for yourself. You understand? Your conscience will not lead you to continue. I'm not saying that that's what has happened. But I find it mighty interesting, the timing of this man leaving Nationwide. Somebody put this up and said, words reaching me are that this announcement that triggered the stroke of what name? Nationwide boss. This announcement, this person is saying, not me, the person on Twitter, said this announcement is what had Cliff Hughes get a stroke. I don't know how true that is, right? Words are that there are people in the JLP FM who were saying that he has become too critical of the government. Mighty God! At the JLP FM, you cannot be independent. So, okay, you never see smoke without fire. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is all hearsay, right? But, again, last time I heard, I've been hearing rumbles for some months now. This man has been identified as the most objective member of NNN. And let me tell you something. Everything in the darkness will one day come to light, and we're going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it at that. We're going to leave it at that.
To explain and sometimes simply to listen, and I know some of you, to annoy you. Your calls, your messages, your disagreements, your encouragement, they have shaped me as much as I have shaped any national conversation. You see, radio is an intimate thing, and you've invited me into your cars, your kitchens, your workplaces, and your lives. And I've never taken that for granted, so thank you. I'm eternally grateful to Cliff, George, Tyrone, Wayne, Marjorie, and all the fantastic editors I've worked with during my time here. They've made me a better journalist and a better man, a way better man. I'm also incredibly grateful to my outstanding colleagues in the newsroom, all of you. I doubt I've ever had a better job than being your editor. Thank you also to the administrative team, Simone especially. Thank you to the tech team, the sales and marketing team, accounts, and the wider Nationwide staff. My sojourn in journalism has always been about nation building, and that passion has not left me. As I move into a new phase of my career, I will continue to build up this country I love so much. As I sign off on this chapter of my professional story, I do so with deep gratitude. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for holding me accountable. I hope you will all keep the conversations going, stay informed and passionate about our country and its affairs. That's the only way we will ensure that she plays her part in advancing the welfare
of the whole human race.
So once again,
wow.
Thank you all.
Wow. Wow. We're going to move on. Ladies and gentlemen, do you guys remember when I tell you that this government is the weapon that is formed against the country and democracy? Right? This is what I'm talking about. Listen to this. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Jones himself. We have started it.
Any lengths, including to try to bully the government, to break the rules of appointment to suit them.
So Andrew Wallace went on stage and gaslit his audience. That is all labor rights, I would assume, because them are wear green and then they are watching. Right? This is about the appointment of Dennis Chang. And you heard what he said? The PNP want them to break some rules of appointment. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the one that broke the rules of appointment. How did they break the rules of appointment? Well, by taking down the actual where you need qualifications necessary for the post. It's like these people, and in the moment he's doing this now, this was fresh, you know. This was happening in real time, you know. When the discussion was happening, you know, we knew what happened, you know. Dennis Chang, remember, so you have to have like 15 years experience to become the FID director in law enforcement. He has none. That was a staple. What did they do, ladies and gentlemen? They removed that completely to facilitate the appointment of Dennis Chang. And that is exactly what the people were protesting about at the time when they went to Hero Circle. So let us put it into context to show you how diabolical this man is in his further statements from here. Let's listen.
Processes that are well established, that are not in any way questioned.
They are questioned. Because you removed the part of the processes that had to deal with certain levels of qualification, Andrew. That's why they were questioned. So you see, I want to establish a pattern here now. Right? This is why I called Andre today now. They act as if people don't have just reason to question the things that they're questioning. You see him set the stage? The processes is the processes, and there's no question about the processes, but the People's National Party is trying to bully them to change the processes. No. The People's National Party is saying you change the processes. Not even the People's National Party, the facts is saying that. You guys change the processes for the appointment of the FID director. Right? For years, the individual that held the post had to have at least 15 to 20 years of experience in law enforcement. Right? How you doing, Simple Pebbles? How I go on? When you not hear me, see you put F1 up. Like and share up the page TikTok. And help me to get my goal where the thing is concerned. Zine? I'm yesterday, I'm just talk and I forgot to post something, you know. Sure.
But they come to give the government an ultimatum.
Me eating. So, he's saying that they came to give the government an ultimatum. That is unfounded. It don't have no basis. That's a lie. That's a lie. Dennis Chang should not be in the position that he's in. And to make it worse, Dennis Chang come on a backup Horace Chang nonsense where him chat about the JFJ. Me tell you say, These people are a syndicate of people that is the weapon that is formed against Jamaica's democracy. It's a syndicate of them. And them are rear their ugly head and who have eyes to see, and who want lock their eye on a lock on the eye. But lock on the eye to own a detriment. Me not lock my eye. Me I raise my voice in concert just like what Andrew Owen said we do. Against a corrupt government.
Bully the government into their action.
Who can bully government? Really? That makes sense?
How hypocritical. How rich.
How is the government hypocritical for calling out the facts about Dennis Strong? Listen to this man. Madness. I gaslight the people, you know. How hypocritical. How rich.
Well, I pray to God.
Yeah.
To continue to keep me and the Jamaica Labour Party firm and strong.
Yeah.
I pray to God to give me the energy me need to keep Jamaica and our people firm.
Hey, which God him I talk about? I must say devil. I pray to God to give me the energy me need. Wanna look upon his face and he said that a while ago? Wanna watch the clip? Wanna remember? Which God him I talk about, Jamaica? Which God? God not have no part and lot to do with JLP. And where them are going with a set table and them something there and candle and all type. Them not God not have no part and lot with them. Not the God I serve, not the God Almighty of the universe, Jacob. David, the God of David. Huh? Which God him talking about?
And strong. Now, I hear that they are going to have protests for manufactured rage and...
Yeah. So, the people of Jamaica has a democratic right to protest and raise their voice in concert. And now he's trying to diminish the people's them right by claiming that it is unfounded and is manufactured. What do you mean manufactured? The facts surrounding Dennis Strong appointment is true. Uno remove the years experience in law enforcement and dumb down the appointment qualification to give him the position. That's what you guys did. That is what you guys did.
That don't exist.
Yeah.
Well, I want rage for manufactured rage and crises that don't exist. Well, I want every Labourite to protest against this hypocrisy tomorrow.
You hear that? Andrew Owen called on other people to go and protest against a peaceful protest. To ignite a civil war, Jamaica. Knowing the political tension at the time. This man went on a platform and tell the people him say, if you go protest against a peaceful protest, if the protest don't have any merit, why would you send out your subordinates to go and protest against them? Now why are you looking people in for war than one another, Andrew Owen? If you get locked up for this was dangerous. And it's not the first time him do it. Remember when Mark Golding and the PMP had supposed to have their conference across the road. Right? And him decided to have film conference on the same day. A halfway tree. And bad up the police force because I must him run it. Him run things in Jamaica. Him a the dictator, you know. So him do the same thing to Queen of the South. Me a show a pattern, you know. Queen of the South supposed to have a non-political event. For big up the driver them in the southern part of St. James. So they can get some fuel, win some fuel prizes and them time or something there. And the man keep one rally, fee JLP, a political rally, 4 minutes away. And the police them down there never enough to deal with fear thing and fame thing. And then that would be a crash again because of what? The bag of labor right tension and PMP tension. I'm telling you, these people have done several things to ignite a war between the political supporters them from before the election, and them still doing it now. Them right now, them gone higher to a higher level now than before. And I'm going to prove it to you today. Stick around. Me I show you a pattern. Me I show you a pattern of behavior and utterances by the leadership, top leadership in the Jamaica Labour Party from before the election up until now. Ati, big up yourself. Ati, why not over YouTube? Where are you? Then I get notification. My live on YouTube, you know. Guys, do remember the super chat is open. Gifts can be given on YouTube now. Yes. Gifts can be given, but those are activated on Bolo VNR 2.0 here. Yeah. So I'm going to set a live goal, and I'm looking for my supporters over here to endorse the live goal. Yes. Obviously, it couldn't be persons that are not supporters. You understand? Bless you guys. Bless you guys. Keep the likes up. All right. Listen to this man.
I want every laborite, wherever you are, to protest in your workplace, to protest in the market, to protest wherever you are.
You want to hear that? Protest in your workplace. The man instruct the laborite them to disrupt the country. While the PMP had an organized, peaceful protest, this man was telling the laborite them to go in at their workplace to protest. Now I've been on for 43 minutes. Saturday, I'm see you from last night. I wonder what you look like you're tired. May I send you message and I see you come on. I wonder what go on. Right? You hear what the man say? The people them to go protesting at them workplace, Jamaica. What the hell can go so? When you go protesting at workplace, you not disturb the people in work and productivity. Andrew Wallace instructed them to do that. Protesting the market. I said the people have to go argue and have conflict with them one another and incite violence. As a leader of the country, I want to vote him back in. So every bit of medicine I want to get, I'm going to talk to people. If it applies, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. If the cap don't fit, you can't wear it. All I want to take money enough to vote. All I want to take money for vote for Andrew. All I want to we sit down on the yard and never go to polling station and go vote. All I want to say, we can't bother when we go in a line and the line too long to go vote after our ancestors died for our right of a democratic right to go and vote. On a shit pan it. I'm sorry if it does be blunt. That's exactly what you did. You understand? So here we go on now. On let you a monster to run the country for one third term, him and his subordinates. Because this is demonic. For the man, I tell the man himself to go out there in a them workplace figure. Me say it last year, and I nothing new me I say at the same way me feel about it. But me I try show a pattern now because it's not just him. It's all of the main leadership. Me just play Desmond Mackenzie a while ago talking about he will not surrender Jamaica to the People's National Party again. There is a pattern. See Marvin, they organize protests, right? And he might get wind, say boy, certain things and certain things. So the man say, all right, word to the wise is sufficient, right? And the man I go so Babs now, and I reorganize the thing in a one different way. And lo and behold, I'm going to tap myself on the shoulder. I don't have the influence as Marvin or Andre Stevens on this platform. I don't have the numbers. But I have been saying the same thing. Jamaica, we don't need to do nothing violent. We don't need to burn down nowhere. Tan on a yard for a month. Don't go walk. And let the demands be clear. Darrell Voss resign or his chance to be removed. Christopher Tufton to be removed. Get away with Desmond McKenzie. Andrew wants to lift up. In wife to lift up. The country need to be cleansed of this syndicate. And when I say cleanse, I talk about legally. They need to retire and they need to be investigated every last one. We need to know who are the 16 persons them under investigation. Remember said them something they hide from we know. We don't know who the people are that the Jamaica Labour Party are under investigation for illicit enrichment. You know? Remember said them hide all of these things. Hush, hush. Hush, hush. Telling people about them to go.
I want every Labourite, wherever you are, to protest in your workplace, to protest in the market, to protest wherever you are of the bad mindism of the PNP that is trying to bring down the progress of the people.
So, according to him, Dennis Chang becoming the FID director is something progressive for Jamaica. It is going to propel Jamaica forward. How am I doing FID, sir? What is the role of the director? Oh, bad mind come in. All of these things are rubbish. Gaslighting words. For some little idiot, you blow two. Like some damn idiot. What I blow two for? You listen what the man say? You actually analyze what him say? Dennis Chang being the FID director is somehow propelling Jamaica's progress forward. Make it make sense. How, Sway? How? All that add up, all that come in, all that put together. This is all emotions, ladies and gentlemen. Because they knew if the People's National Party had won, one by one they'd be going to jail. Mommy, suck my burn.
Stand up, Labour rights. Stand up for justice.
Yeah.
Stand up for truth. Stand up against the PNP.
Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. Stand up against the PNP. Mummy, you know, just tell me, say, what, Chairman, we are, me the funny thing, yo.
Labour right wherever you are, to protest in your workplace, to protest in the market, to protest wherever you are of the bad mindism of the PNP that is trying to bring down the progress of the people. Stand up, Labour right. Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. Stand up against the PNP. There was a time when the playbook of the PNP used to make Labour rights afraid. Is a different Labour right you're looking on today. Labour rights are proud of their party.
Him never know say pride cometh before the fall. Labour rights proud of them party. Pride cometh before the fall, Andrew. This year is gonna be the fall. Bolo, you don't realize that the man intends to. He not intend to be a dictator. He is a dictator right now. Him not intend. What do you mean intend? Man not intend to be a dictator, brother. Listen to the nonsense you want to say, sir.
There was a time. Stand up for truth. Stand up against the PNP of the people. Stand up, Labour rights. Stand up for justice. stand up for truth.
So wasn't this Andrew Honest igniting the labor right them to go out with veracity and violence? You know, here, stand up for truth, stand up for justice, stand up. You know, see him agwan. You know, hear him agwan. Listen to his tone. Listen to his tone.
Stand up against the PNP. There was a time when the playbook of the PNP used to make labor rights afraid. Is a different labor right you're looking on today. Labor rights are proud of their party. There was a time when the PNP used to appeal to something called nationalism, and they could influence well-thinking Jamaicans. But you know what? There are more Jamaicans who are in the middle. They are observing. They are not really wedded to anything politically, but they are more rational. They are more looking for who can deliver.
Anyway, like I said, the man tried to incite violence, right? Based off of his utterances, it could have incited violence amongst the people of Jamaica in our highly tense political time. A peaceful protest could have turned into chaos. And to validate my argument, ladies and gentlemen, to validate my argument, the man literally tried it at the crossroad meeting, right? The man decided, say, him never have, listen, Andrew Honest never have him never put in nothing to the police them. Prior, a rush meeting then do, you know. A halfway through, you know. The police them never get the police them don't approve the PNP meeting already, you know. And Andrew Honest decides, say, him going to take away the police resources from the PNP meeting and left the PNP vulnerable. Next thing you hear say, shot, fire and all type of thing. And people get hurt. Mark Golding said, not on my watch. Mark Golding said, I will protect my people. I am not going to score political points. I'm not going to put the life of the people of Jamaica in jeopardy just for politics, unlike Andrew Honest. Andrew Honest's statements could have put the life of people of Jamaica in jeopardy. If them did fool enough, right? If you go listen to him and talk about say, them a go protest against protests. Their lives could have been in danger because of that. And other people's life. Innocent people when have nothing to do with nothing. And even business about the two party them. The people them go to peacefully protest against Horace Strong. Appointment. And everything I said about Horace Strong. You know about Horace Strong? Dennis Strong. Everything I said about Dennis Strong. I stand upon that. After Horace Strong come out with his statement about JFJ, about blood money, Dennis Strong really go on nationwide. May I make sure so I find the clip. If you go hear exactly what I'm saying. His character and what I thought he was is worse than what I thought it was. But then again, when I associated Andrew Honest, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. Who remember Everald Warmington here? Who remember this?
This boy Edward Young. The media.
Yes.
And the PMP. This boy Edward Young.
So according to Everald Warmington, the media and the PMP destroyed Edward Seaga. Mighty God. How can he quantify that statement? Edward Seaga destroyed himself because of the things that he was a part of to destroy this country, to destroy the democracy. The JLP has been fighting against democracy for a very long time. And outside entities used to help them. Outside entities used to be behind them. Right? They never wanted Jamaica to have strong communication and relationship with Cuba. Right? Wanna listen? The media and the PMP destroyed Bruce Golding. I would tell Bruce Golding say, if he have ties with Dodos. Nobody that him destroy himself. And the USA say, yo, watch it now. Bududu. And him destroy himself. So what you think? Uno could have Bruce Golding in a power same way after that the incident there? Huh? Uno think Bruce Golding could have in a power after that the incident there? Extradition orders from the United States. The party never denounced them association with Chapman. They never denounced nothing. So you think the world after that look upon the JLP the same? You think any well-thinking Jamaican after that the revelation there? But lawyer fees and all type of thing, you don't think say them look upon the same? A who dub Jamaica a drug transit hub in the Caribbean? No Joe Biden and him administration not too long ago. So what happened with Sitakwa there? Who not go and say JLP are the best thing we happen to this? Who not destroy yourself because I want to associate it with. Who not destroy yourself, nobody not destroy you, bro. Nobody never tell yourself you're going to be associated with this and that and the third. I want to do that. I want to lay down on the foundation. I want to do that. Nobody not do that. According to him, Everald Warmington, the media and the JLP and the PMP is intended to destroy the greatest leader Jamaica has ever seen. I want to ask the Jamaican people. I'm wanting to ask the parents too, because the parents qualified, because they lived through Michael Manley. What is the greatest period that you have seen Jamaica in? And which leader did actually lead that period there? A simple answer, you know? The only two people come to mind is Michael Manley. Well, not two. Well, yeah, Michael Manley and PJ. And the only reason why Portia not in it is because Portia had to do the mop-up work for the disaster that the JLP put onto the country. So, Mama P never get a chance for we see what she could have done in a 2-term. You guys didn't give her that chance. But it amazes me. Only give Andrew Honest, well, I'm not going to say only give Andrew Honest because all of the elections them are questionable in terms of legitimacy. So I'm not going to say only give. But a lot of you guys are responsible as well. As I said, you did not come out and vote. Me responsible to them time there. They want to vote. They don't vote. Me not involved in any business about no politics. Me used to see two of them as the same thing. How wrong I was. There's a clear distinction between the wicked and caring government and the Jamaica Labour Party and the People's National Party. The People's National Party. There's a clear distinction. It's not even close. That's why them can't agree on all heap of things. Because them literally, PMP are do for people him and JLP are do for self. So you hear him. You hear that? So Warmington also put a target on RJR and the Gleaner. The man said RJR and the Gleaner is trying to destroy Andrew Wallace. This is a step. This is a sword drawn against democracy. Any country where the press don't have freedom is a dictatorship. And we have seen several members of the Jamaica Labour Party attack the press. The press is not there to be the party's them best friend. Look at what Nationwide has done to Mark Golding. The propaganda that they have spread against Mark Golding. The lies that they have spread against Mark Golding. Have you seen Mark Golding come out against Nationwide and try to tear them down or nothing? Have you ever heard him speak against them in any manner? The man has been a consummate gentleman because he understands, what's up, Tickums? He understands democracy. He understands democracy. He endorses democracy. Unlike the Jamaica Labour Party, unlike Everald Warmington, unlike Horace Chang, unlike Desmond McKenzie, unlike Andrew Onis, unlike Darrell Vaz. Key leaders of the party. Unlike, I'm not left out Tufton neither. Tufton don't like free press. Tufton don't like free press. He's very subtle about not liking free press. But I see and hear the subtleness. And I got the message. Based off things that he said. That I could play. But not today. I'm not on Tufton today. We should have been a march for him come out. Listen. The health sector is mighty God. But there's so much we can take on in a one live stream. You understand? So much we can take on. So to hear him. So the Gleaner RJR was attacked by Everald Warmington. Given the nature of their supporters, he has put RJR and the Gleaner members' lives in danger. This was at the height of the political atmosphere here in Jamaica. Yes? And here we go. That was last year. Here we go in present day, ladies and gentlemen. Enemies of democracy. Listen to this.
Are you sure you want to stand by the line that the Gleaner and a media entity of decades of existence that the Gleaner and the PNP have participated in a coordinated attack from the run-up to the last election on the school bus program. Are you're comfortable sticking with that?
100%, and not only.
When you hear that, Jamaica? George Davis, he makes sure say, am I hearing you clearly, Darrell Vaz? Darrell Vaz said 100%. You know, so I need to go back to his school bus them. Yeah, man, we need to go back to the school bus them. Hold on the people. Let's go back to the school bus them, because the more Darrell Vaz talk, the more we are going to put him on blast now. Go and talk, Darrell. We still going to come with the evidence them. For knock you. Yeah, man, Mr. Will Rattigan. Let me go to Mr. Will Rattigan video then. Let's go to Mr. Will Rattigan. The man buy one bus for $1. $1 Jamaica. $1. $1. $1. I don't know what that person is, what that person means. Let me find this thing from last year with the bus them. Alright. This is one of the clip. This is one of 14 minutes. Rattigan. Yes, this one.
So, Sita, we get the title. Man, give me the title. Right? The man them say, I hear a boss, you know. I hear a boss this man. Whatever you want to do, I hear a boss. Right? The next document the man them give me. Now he's about a material a little bit because I was shocked. The man gave me the bill of sale. The man said, you're a boss this, you know. I want you to take care of it. I want you send it to Jamaica. I will go and get. Oh, before we did that, they make a phone call to somebody affiliated with the school district, and the person said, listen, if I had known that you were interested in these buses, Mr. Rattigan, I could have gotten you 6 or 7 of them last month, July. I could have gotten you 6 or 7 if I had known that you had an interest in these buses. So I said, So after him give me the title, him give me this document, people, and these are the documents we're going to mash up Minister Vaz. This is the document we're going to mash up Minister Vaz. See the document, yeah? See that? It says, to whom it may concern, this school has transferred ownership of bus 59, which is the same thing, you see on the title, and then give it the 2010, which is the same 2010. In fact, you know what? Now we try to say no, Kevin. Now you see, of the 26 buses, you see on the 26 buses on the invoice that's going around, 26 buses. I'll tell you how many of them are 2010s. I'll tell you how many of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 26 buses, 10 of them same year as this vehicle. 10 out of 26. Right? Same year. Look at how much the vehicle was sold for people. See there.
$1.
If you can't see
$1.
See there, the vehicle was sold. Was sold for $1.
A 2010 school bus was sold for $1 to Mr. Willie Rattigan. How do you explain Darrell Vaz taking $1.4 billion for 110 of them buses? When a simple man like Mr. Willie Rattigan can get one of those buses for $1. $1!
That's for the people that are on the radio side that can't see it.
The vehicle was sold for $1.
$1.
The man that tell me said we could have get 7 buses like that for $7.
$7.
Yep. Less than $10 give you 7 buses.
The vehicle was sold for $1.
Mighty God.
Good working condition, no refurbishing needed.
You hear that?
None.
Good working condition, no refurbishing needed. $1. And Darrell Vaz want Uno to believe say the PMP and the Gleaner have a coordinated attack against the bus them. No. You did not get value for money, Daryl Vaz. We, the Jamaican people, were robbed. Period. There's no way other way to put it. If a regular citizen can get one bus for $1 2010 in a good condition, no refurbishing needed, why you, the government of Jamaica, will have more influence than him, couldn't get a better deal than want to get for $1.4 billion for 110 bus? Answer us that. The man having documents them for sure. And him could have get 7 more bus. Transparency and accountability is lacking in the Jamaica Labour Party. Nobody now try to set up or try to coordinate against Daryl Vaz. Daryl Vaz coordinate against himself. Who remember the document where the brother put out? Oh, what's his name again? You know me need to find all them something. You know. Hold on to my people. Make me find that. Because that was very, very important.
Here, they have to be inspected by the Island Traffic Authority in order for a certificate.
Hold on.
I want him
Hold on. He's going to go
rated.
while we go along. And I hope that it will cause you to think. Here we go.
Mr. Vaz, the role that El Hydra played in the importation process and why they were selected as the logistics facilitator for the buses.
An unsolicited proposal was received from El Hydro.
Let's stop right there. You heard what he said. An unsolicited was received. Here is another letter, and it's coming from the trade board, and it's dated May. I'm gonna need a marker for that one, yeah. May 27. Oh, I'm
Put in a green, man. Put in a green.
Oh, put in a green. Okay.
People, it's not me. No.
There it is. All right. See that May 27, right? And it's sent. This letter is directed to this gentleman right
Remember
here.
the letter, yeah?
Right? And it says, "Dear Minister Vaz, permission to import 110 new buses."
You remember when Daryl Vaz said him don't know why them ask permission for import. Him don't know why that letter was sent to him. You remember? This me I talk about. Daryl Vaz said, don't want to go down this. You don't want to reenact all of the inaccuracies them. And red flag when it comes to the procurement of them buses. You really just need to sit down and stop talk foolishness about some people who are a coordinator and one bag of crap. Listen to this.
Right?
New to the
That
island.
is the reference. That is a reference. But before we get to the reference, let me show you something that a lot of people skip over. It says, this letter serves to confirm receipt of your correspondence dated May 2022.
That's
Who wants
Daryl
what that
Vaz.
correspondence is all about?
Yes.
This is a response to something that that Minister Vaz sent it over to the trade board.
Yes.
So we have filed an ATI already asking for that document. We said we want to see that document that he sent. What caused the trade board to respond? What caused this response? It was Mr. Vaz sent something over, and I know me says so. See right there, so it said this letter serves to confirm receipt of your correspondence regarding the caption matter. People not for reading us. Stay with we now. What is the caption matter?
Permission.
The caption matter is this: permission to import 110 new buses. That's the caption matter.
You remember when I say it's new bus and old bus, and them I say no, a new bus and an old bus? Boom. Permission to import 110 new buses and an old bus them Jamaica. Old pop down bus. This was one of the big issues. Old pop down bus. Wanna like and share up the live and stop being stingy. We have 50 people watching. If you don't know if you hit the like button, it's right up here, so. For my people on YouTube, yeah man, you have a thumbs up button somewhere up here, so I don't know exactly where. At the top of your screen of your phone, you just hit the thumbs up button, and that is it. Smash up the like button, man.
So what happened? Anything you see in the body is going to reference, is going towards the reference.
Up at the top.
The communication. So he's saying this letter serves to confirm receipt of your letter to us regarding the caption matter. What's the caption matter? Importation of 110 new buses.
Buses.
Because guess what happened now? We must see a correspondence from the minister going back to this board saying, no, it's not new buses. We haven't seen that yet.
No, we haven't seen that yet.
We haven't seen that. So when you see them, what they're hanging on is they're saying, what they're saying now is that, well, you know, it says 110 buses here. It doesn't say new. You bunch of idiots. The controlling section of this document is right here, the reference section. New buses. And also, you see what the gentleman, the person who responded to this, so Danville Walker, he said, regarding the caption matter, see it right as of people, the caption matter. And the caption matter is this.
Exactly.
These are the caption matter, this. So anything in the document is referring to that.
Why Georgia, people,
so don't make them fool and
people
come
have stand up
that. Don't make them fool.
Yeah, Willie Rattigan said, don't make Dalvas turn in an idiot. Let's continue talking about, you hear me, son, no? But coordinated attack from Gleaner and PNP.
Are you sure you want to stand by the line that the Gleaner and a media entity of decades of existence, that the Gleaner and the PNP have participated in a coordinated attack from the run-up to the last election on the school bus program? You're comfortable sticking with that?
100%, and not only in relation to the school bus, but many other. And I just need to remind you and ask the listeners to look at who is it that has been on a campaign to destroy Andrew Honest. Where do those articles come from every week, week in, week out, during election, before election, and after election?
So I want to know, Andrew Honest, one case of court. So media houses, wanna see how this is attacking democracy. Media houses in a democratic society have the right to probe the news. How can you have the biggest name in the country based off government and leadership, Andrew Honest? You're telling me that the Gleaner should not look into the investigative report of the Integrity Commission? That is so extensive. You think so one article can write about the intricacies of that? No. You can't use one article. You have to break it down. Multiple things in the report need to be addressed. So because ocean-wide, JLP FM, right, choose to be the voice of the JLP in defense and not be, what would I say now, be balanced, right? Anybody that is not doing what Ocean-wide is doing, they might try to take down the Prime Minister. No, what they're doing is they are highlighting the truth of what is going on. Andrew Honest statutory declaration not being certified is a piss-poor representation and a stain on the Jamaican reputation. And if you think it's a lie, you go listen to what Mr. What name? Michael Lee Chin said. The man said Jamaica is uninvestable. Jamaica is uninvestable. Investors won't want to come here. And if you think that Andrew Honest statutory declaration is not a factor where that is concerned, you make a very sad mistake. Andrew Honest was involved and investing in Olint, SSL, all of the Ponzi scheme them. And he was the only one that benefited out of everybody in those Ponzi schemes. Make it make sense. You think people will have sense about money and investors now look upon that with one side eye? You think so them now look upon that with one side eye, Daryl Vaz? Them after look upon it because them are not idiot. Why would they come to Jamaica to invest in Jamaica when the leadership is involved in all of these things historically? And now Michael Leachin is coming out saying, if it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. Why would they come here? You guys are the problem, Daryl Vaz. You and Andrew Honest and the rest of Uno in JLP, we are a long time Uno there like a dinosaur. Uno are the problem. And anybody who are on a protege, where 10 for 1 to follow Uno, them are the problem too. and you guys attacking the media houses like this is undemocratic. You guys have put a target on the Gleaner's back. You, Desmond McKenzie, Everald Warmington, Andrew Ones, and now you, Daryl Vaz. All of you have put a target on RJR and the Gleaner back. Anytime when I do interview, I want to run out to Ocean Wide. I never got one objective platform yet. Never. You understand? Never have we seen that. You guys go to an objective platform. That damn shame.
Let me tell you something. I am in the departure lounge. I have a few good things to do for this country. Yes? And I have taken off my gloves. Yes? I'm going to come out swinging because I am ready to retire, and I want to retire with my head high, and I'm not going to allow anybody or any institution or any political party to continue with the smear campaign against me, and now with my ministry
Daryl Vaz,
and the school.
Daryl Vaz, you're not a victim. You are not a victim, Daryl Vaz. You can't play victim. Your own action is the reason why you're getting this smoke and this criticism. You're wrong. When you do the wrong, you come out and you're wrong and strong and talk about you would do it again. Nobody have no smear campaign against you. Nobody. People, unfortunately for you, that lived in your time when you were a young boy, were living in a community and in a place, them have things to say about you. In terms of a certain situation with a young lady that lost her life. Right? Them the people that know you, they must know why them have said that. And them now back down. Them not backing down and them not stop talk about it and them not going to let it go because them say they want justice. You understand? I don't know what the situation, so I don't even talk about it. But I have heard that one of the biggest stain on Daryl Vaz's name. Outside the corruption we go on within the Jamaica Labour Party as a minister. The man have scandal back a scandal. Me I wonder if he want a supermarket. Breaking the breach in the law and then talking about, oh, me not like that, you know. The man said he would do it again. Me not like that. That was it for me. I right there so my gloves come off with Daryl Vaz. He told me who he was when he said that. You breach the law and then a bad up people say you would breach it again. So you is above the law and Andrew Ones enable you to be above the law. So you think say you're above the law. This is a threat to our democracy, ladies and gentlemen. These types of action and non-action from the Jamaica Labour Party leadership is a threat to our democracy. A badness them I deal with Tiny. Dino. You understand? A badness them I deal with. Yes? And then talking about, oh, I will never surrender Jamaica to the People's National Party. Listen to the words coming out of the mouth of the leadership of the Jamaica Labour Party. The heads, them senior heads. Listen to how them behave, Jamaica. These people are not worthy to represent us on any stage. Them is baga. Them baga bad. Terrible, man.
School bus system.
Right? And then if we make matters worse, after Daryl Vaz go do that now, here comes Horace Chang. Here comes Horace Chang, ladies and gentlemen. Adding fuel, right, to the fire of the leadership of the Jamaica Labour Party in terms of wrongdoing. coming out against another institution in this country, the JFJ. And I'm going to play his words. You understand? Because it's on the internet. Ah, here it is. Here it is. The full clip.
When you say they are living off blood money, explain.
So when they go and undermine the police and
they're living off blood money. Dr. Chan?
Yes, yes.
What do you mean when you say they are living off blood money?
So
Explain.
when they go and undermine the police and innocent Jamaicans are killed, they get more support from the police.
So according to Horace Chang, when the JFJ goes out and undermine the police and innocent people are killed, they get more support. Who supports the JFJ? Jamaica? Who supports the JFJ? Who funds the JFJ? I want to go on the device, I want to Google that. Who funds Jamaicans for Justice? See if we can read this aloud. Oh wow. That sucks. So the Jamaicans for Justice is primarily funded through grants from international development agencies. The European Union. Stop right there. Let's go back to what Horace Chang says. Let's play it again.
They're living off blood money. Dr. Chan?
Yes, yes.
What do you mean when you say they are living off blood money?
So
Explain.
when they go and undermine the police and innocent Jamaicans are killed, they get more support.
So, Horace Chang, are you saying that the JFJ gets funding from the European Union, international organization, Amnesty International, the Carter Center, American University Human Rights Law Clinic, the British High Command, Canada High Commission, Canada Fund for Local Initiative? All of these entities, according to you, right here, so make you play it again.
Living off blood money.
So
Explain.
when they go and undermine the police and innocent Jamaicans are killed, they get more support.
So the European Union see JFJ undermining the police, and as a result of that, innocent people are loses their lives. And the European Union say, here JFJ, good job, see more money here. International organizations say, here JFJ, see more money here. Human Rights Law Clinic say, here JFJ, see more money here. The United Nations Democratic Fund, UDEF, UNDEF, say, here JFJ, see more money here. You're doing a good job. Keep undermining the police so innocent people can get unalive. That's what you're saying, Dennis, Horace Chang? Is that what you're saying? You see, when you have the real journalism, right, without fear or favor, those are the tough questions you ask. Because this type of thing cannot slide. This type of utterance should be challenged. This type of utterance should be challenged by mainstream media. Rahim, how you doing? There is nobody that should be in support of Horace Chang's statements. Not one person should be in support of it. You hear what I said? Listen to what the man said now. When the JFJ incentive, according to Horace Chang, is that they undermine the police force to get more funding. So they undermine the police force, and as a result, they get more money. More money come to them, Jamaica, from all of these organizations that fund them. And according to him, it's blood money. So the British High Command, according to Horace Chang, based on what he's saying, in my deductive reasoning, is one of the entities that is pretty much handing the JFJ tainted money. The money is in support, according to him, of innocent people's lives being lost as a result of it. So he's saying, you guys, if I was the British High Command, would have stopped from JFJ. So you see what they're doing? It's the same thing they have been doing to the Integrity Commission. They have questioned the amount of funding the Integrity Commission gets. Because the Integrity Commission is looking into Andrew Onas's potential crimes. Because his statutory declaration cannot be certified. He can't tell you if he's making money legally. He can't tell me. He hasn't done it yet and it's been 4 years. And remember me tell you something to owe me if Andrew Onis was truly somebody where, you know, say boy, he might live clean. And it's my reason, it's my opinion. If me I live clean and you come out with a report as an organization that, yo, we cannot verify if you made your money legally. Ladies and gentlemen, I would do everything in my power to open up everything for sure you say, me make my money legally. And then him father, Andrew and his father, come through him on the bus the other day, from BOJ TV. Oh, you see that thing that he was talking about, 2 taxis, not no go so. 30 taxis, how much they are worth? These people are a threat to our democracy. No joke about it. No 2 ways about it. They are attacking the institutions that are there to hold them accountable and have us get transparency as a public. They want to hide everything from us, Jamaica. Crow report, why have they released it? FinSac report, why haven't they released it? Why haven't they released all these financial reports? Instead of having people go out there and just lie about FinSac and lie about this and lie about that. If the truth in those reports supported the JLP and attacked the PNP, they would have released every single report. Using a brain and not on a kidney. My mother always tell me that. Use on a brain and not on a kidney, Jamaica. Listen to Horace Chang.
That the police seem to reduce the activity. This kind of thing must stop.
So you're saying...
We're at 62, Jamaica had a 62 per 100,000 murder rate. The United Nations at 34 years still war. We have brought it down to levels which is tolerable. I live in a country that was tough. I had fathers who would cry because their daughters could take late night work. And if they do so, they have to find some convenience out of the community to stay.
Let me get you clearly. You're saying that entities like JFG, and you've mentioned them by name 4 times in the interview so far, that they live off blood money because their criticism of the police increases funding to them, and you believe that that's what they're doing. Just to get you clear.
I think so. It doesn't happen. They have never shown an interest in supporting the police in their efforts. So when you get a mass shooting, which happens in the United States with 600...
That is a lie. Horace Chang just lied when he said that the JFJ does not support the police. That is a lie. The JFJ actually put out an article yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. Well, an article I read yesterday. All right? And, oh, this is not the one. Hold on. And they outlined things that they have done with the police, in support of the police, and stuff that they have advocated for on behalf of the police. So that is a lie. That is a bold-faced, unadulterated, raw-born, nasty, evil, despicable, disgusting lie. Then we stop it. Then we stop it. Right? Partially decomposed body of a man found in Canal of St. Catherine. Wow. We know our rights, but survey finds high rights awareness, but deep misconception in Kingston inner city communities. A recent survey published by the Jamaicans for Justice in collaboration with MAGNITSKY University has found that high percentage of residents in at least 10 marginalized communities in Kingston have demonstrated knowledge of citizens' rights, but also have misconception of those entitlements. Okay. Let me find this article here. Ratatouille, City of Rats. The lady get charged, the one at the pump. Ex-policeman in Bahamas gets 30 years in prison for a deadly love triangle. Whoa. Taxi operators charged for fatally stabbing fellow cabbie in Portmore. Oh, nobody not call me. I think someone don't call me, you know. Look like my caller them now listen. They tell me so the lines are open. May I try to find this article. Advocacy. Ill-timed and tone-deaf advocacy group criticizes PM $28 million salary amid public hardship. Am I wicked? You know, you can't say it. When you like to say these politically correct words. Ill-timed and tone-deaf, him a wicked. Him is a wicked guy. Health Minister urges what? Beverage manufacturers to reduce sugar content. All right. We are urged to retire. That's how we are urged to do. That is not the one. Golding seeks probe into the 1.4 school bus deal. Of course. No apology pack of that. At this Darelva's saga of school buses. At this morning, the government has explained why it has shifted course and will now require new rather than second-hand buses to complete the fleet for its rural school transportation service. Yet the decision recently disclosed by Darrell Vaz, the minister with responsibility for transportation, could be interpreted as administration's belated acceptance of the Public Procurement Commission's position of the inefficacy of the process used last year by Mr. Darrell Vaz to acquire 110 pre-owned American school buses. What did the Gleaner say wrong here? The Gleaner say it could be interpreted as such, and Gleaner, that's exactly how well-thinking Jamaicans are interpreting it. Right? It is an admission by them that they did the wrong thing, but because they're wrong and strong, them can't admit to them wrong. Darrell Vaz said he supports the Auditor General, but still maintaining position. That is an oxymoron. You can't have your cake and eat it too. It's either you're going to apologize sincerely, know that you did something wrong, and change your dirty ways, or you're going to continue to do your dirty ways. And he has chosen to continue to be a filthy politician in terms of his practices. Talking about, I will do it again and again and again. Just the ends justifying the means. That is not democracy. And you know how funny it is, Jamaica? Remember when Mr. Richard Hassan built the local something them, the local shot them for the people them do their marketing and them something there, and Andrew Wallace came out and says it's a dark day in Jamaica. Then what is this? We are under hell with this administration. If you compare what Mr. Richard Hassan did to what Darrell Vaz has done and is still doing and has done before several times worse. If you should compare those things, how can Andrew Owners be nothing but a big ball of hypocrisy when he attacked Mr. Richard Hassan? You hear me tell Daryl Vassell to retire? You hear me tell Daryl Vassell need to move up? But he was criticizing Mama P. Say, oh, it is a dark day for Jamaica. I'm going to play the tape. Because I know I love play the tape. I'm going to play it. Rockfort, Chinese, Oldness, I don't know. Where's the JFJ article, man? Oh, I think, this is it. JFJ says it will not be intimidated after Chang's bloody. I don't think it's this one. The one that said they are seeking legal, something that article I'm going to read. They must seek legal counsel. That's the article I want to find with the JFJ. I think it's around here somewhere.
Phone and try turning in illegal. No, it says no. This is giving permission, and then the minister come out and say, no, well, them never need to give no permission. It wouldn't be a useful inspection because it wouldn't be a specialized inspection. Blah blah blah. Let's give him all of that. Let's don't fight him on that because there's so. But there's so much that we can deal with. We deal with him on. No, there's a story here. I'm going to switch a little bit. We don't have much time. 7:23. My goodness gracious. But I want to show you something that nobody's talking about, or at least not to my knowledge. I'm going to start in the middle. You see, all of these buses that we're talking about, the issue that most of us have not paid attention to is the procurement process. Yes. We haven't paid attention to that. And there's something called the Procurement Act. And that act was amended in March of this year. So the question we have to ask for the minister is, when did this contract take place? Did it take place after March? Because we hear him say that it was early in the year that he had to do all of this purchasing and whatnot. So did he purchase the buses before the amendment, or did he purchase it after? Reason why I'm starting there is I'm going to show you something that, I'm not telling me if we're wrong, if people are talking about this thing. I'm going to show you a picture now. And I'm going to ask you if anyone know this man here. Here we go. Dig that up for me.
Jesus. What a woe situation. What a woe.
Wait, hold on. Let me go a little bigger.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay, go now.
This gentleman here, Mr. Brian Richardson, he says that he's a professional geologist. Geologists are people who work with rocks and soil, you know? And that is his expertise. And he said he worked across the globe for over 25 years prior to joining the Ministry of Science, Energy and Technology in the capacity of manager, oil and gas.
Hey.
He was also at the Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica. That kind of makes sense to put him over this or two. But he was there, and he's done all of this wonderful work. He has a bachelor's and master's degree in geology, and a whole bunch of postgraduate certificates. I don't know, Miss P would have said PhD, them, what you say, professional head damage, something like that. Okay.
Permanent head damage.
Permanent head damage, but that professional, permanent. We're not saying Brian is, but we say, we're going to show you some people who we believe to suffer from that condition. So this is Brian. And nobody have never heard of Brian before, Brian Richardson. You might say, who the hell is Brian? How does Brian factor into this thing here? Well, we're going to show you something. Keep looking at Brian. We're going to show you something. Remember Brian. Bring stuff out. All right.
We need some Zion man inside here. That is why, Kevin. That is why Babsy go what on there they go jump on Gary. Jesus.
Here's Brian. Again now.
Saying a word.
Brian is over at the Ministry of Science, Energy, Technology. You see that? Look at his title. Big that up for me there, Kevin, please.
Chief Technical Director in the Ministry of Science, Energy and Technical.
All right. Yeah, see that? Chief Technical Director. They forgot to add corporate services because they have two chief technical directors over there. One of them is in charge of energy. Another one is corporate services. And you're going to see why I mentioned that here. And so we see right now, so see the chief technical director in the ministry, blah, 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 talk about battery and all of that stuff. Don't make a move that. So we are sure where he is located. Now, folks, I want you to take a look at this. How many of you see this document here? Come on. Hold on. All right. Now, there are two chief technical directors over at MSET. One is in charge of energy, and the other one is in charge of something called corporate services. They don't have a procurement officer over there. a chief procurement officer. So you know who does the procurement for MSET? It's the chief technical director for corporate services. And who is that? Or better yet, I don't know if I should tell who was that or who's that. It's Brian, the person, the McKinney will show you. So Brian is responsible for procurement over there. In fact, you know what? Let me go back and show something about the thing that Kevin. Where is it? Before I have something here. I have a wiki document after showing, but before we do that, all right, here we go. Take a look at this. This is a job description for Brian's position. There it is right here, Chief Technical Director. That is Brian's thing. And he reports right here. Give me this, represent for the green. So green now go do. Here it is, Corporate Services. There's another Chief Technical Director, but that person is in charge of energy. They have two. And those two, they report to the Permanent Secretary. And as you know, the Permanent Secretary reports to the Minister, but the Minister can talk to these people as well. They can brief the Permanent Secretary can take them in and have them brief the Minister about all kind of stuff. Now, this one here is a job description. See, it's right here. Job description and specification. For what? Of what position? Chief Technical Director for Corporate Services. Here is a job description. See that? See that? Under the general direction of the Permanent Secretary and one of the key advisors. Here's what they're responsible for. Procurement. You see that? That person is responsible for buying stuff. Let me go down and say no more. Here's another one, another job, a part of the job description to ensure that transportation.
All right. So I found the article, guys. Right here, this part of the article, it says in 2024, this is for the JFJ. In 2024 and 2025 combined, we trained over 300 police officers in human rights and related topics. And in 2025, we hosted 2 citizen police town halls in Kingston to foster dialogue and trust. So when Oris Chang says that JFJ doesn't support the police, it is a lie. It is a lie. That's 2 examples of the JFJ. Oh, yo, hey, Marjorie. Marjorie, you're lucky, you know? Who thinks I'm look again? I say, wait, oh, that person there. Yo, my black finger the normal. Anybody there on TikTok for me black? Oh, nobody? Okay, wanna behave on yourself? Alright, cool. So, when Oris Chang says that, I have to find out some mistake, you know? When I make my point, you know? When Oris Chang said that the JFJ don't support the police, that is a lie. Them train 300 police officers in human rights. Obviously, the man they want the people them to have. They want them to try to solve the problem. Their mandate is not just, oh, them want to discredit the police officers. If that was the mandate, they wouldn't try to train them about human rights. Make it make sense. Next. Them keep 2 town hall meetings in a Kingston for foster dialogue between the people of the country and the police. And those areas in Kingston are the most, you know, you have the most activities where crime is concerned. Not true. So, he need to come out and apologize to the JFJ, and he need to come out and apologize to everybody that funds the JFJ. He need to stop it. Him damn out of order, Jamaica. Let's continue.
And all over. When you get a mass shooting, which happens in the United States with 600,000 all over, you don't hear anybody saying, all right, this is intolerable. Give police evidence. In fact, we'll give us the evidence so we track this case to see if the police operates unprofessionally in finding them. No, that doesn't matter. Innocent Jamaicans dying.
According to Oris Chang, in the United States, good policing doesn't matter when there is a mass shooting. So he must suggest that the police them just go and brawling and do everything and go against the citizens of Jamaica. Ladies and gentlemen, This is a lie. This is a lie. No go so. Ryan Campbell. Hey, bro, Ryan. You just came in, bro. If you have the time, Ryan, can you call me on Instagram, bro? Can you message me on Instagram, Ryan? Ryan, if you have the time, as a citizen of the country of America, I want to hear from you if you have the time. As a matter of fact, I have another citizen that I could call. Hopefully, she's available. Because I'm really tired of these people, bro. Alright? I'm really tired of these people. This needs to stop. It needs to stop. Really needs to stop. Alright. Where is she? Hopefully she is available. Hopefully. This is not a Jamaican, this is a citizen of America. You understand? So we are going to hear from the horse's mouth. Yeah. Where is she? Oh, here she is. Here she is. Why are you not ringing? Go on, like up live, guys.
The problem. If the fact is that the police go those cameras. No. Bear in mind the other side that the policemen go. Last year in St. James, they solved 100% murders. They don't have cameras at the scene. They go and investigate, find the forensic evidence, pursue intensely activity in the community to find the human evidence, etc. In the commerce, quality investigation. Investigators. But we don't accept that unless in the come says that there's a extrajudicial killing. It's a philosophy which is designed to undermine the confidence of our young police officers. And I say it again, people like that are not acting in the interest of humble working Jamaicans.
They're living off blood money. Dr. Chan?
Yes, yes.
What do you mean when you say they are living off blood money? Explain.
Because when they go out and undermine the police and innocent Jamaicans are killed, they get more support. But the police seem to reduce the activity. This kind of thing must stop.
So you're saying...
We're at 62, Jamaica had a 62 per 100,000 murder rate. The United Nations at 34 in civil war. We have brought it down to levels which is terrible. I live in a country that was tough. I had fathers who would cry because their daughters could take late night work. And if they do so, they have to find some convenience out of the community to stay.
Let me get you clearly. You're saying that entities like JFG, and you've mentioned them by name 4 times in the interview so far, that they live off blood money because their criticism of the police increases funding to them, and you believe that that's what they're doing. Just to get you clear.
I think so. Because it happens. They have never shown any interest in supporting the police in their efforts. So when you get a mass shooting, which happens in the United States with 600,000 all you don't hear anybody saying, all right, this is intolerable. Give police evidence. In fact, give us the evidence so we track this case to see if the police operates unprofessionally in finding them. No, that doesn't matter. Innocent Jamaicans dying is not a problem. If the fact is that the police go those cameras. No. Bear in mind the other side that the policemen go. Last year in St. James, they solved 100% murders. They don't have cameras at the scene. They go out and investigate, find the forensic evidence, pursue intensely activities in the community to find the human evidence, etc. Indicom has quality investigators, but we don't accept that unless Indicom says that there's a extrajudicial killing. It's a philosophy which is designed to undermine the confidence of our young police officers. And I say it again, people like that are not acting in the interests of working Jamaicans.
Are you sure you want to stand by the line that the Gleaner and a media entity of decades of existence, that the Gleaner and the PNP have participated in a coordinated attack from the run-up to the last election on the school bus program? You're comfortable sticking with that?
100%, and not only in relation to the school bus, but many other. And I just need to remind you and ask the listeners to look at who is it that has been on the campaign to destroy Andrew Holness. Where do those articles come from every week, week in, week out, during election, before election, and after election? Yeah? Let me tell you something.
I'm not getting my people, but when he said during election, after election, and I am confused. And it's something with the labor right them. The issues that we had before the election with the government, did they disappear? If we have integrity, ladies and gentlemen, and we are standing on principle, when the election finish, we're supposed to have the same problem with the government that we had before, right? The individuals. I think for some people, this type of thing that we do here, they think that this is political gimmickry. Let me establish something right here, in case people don't know. And I'm going to speak for myself. And I know there's others that are like me in this space. I am not doing this. Nobody is paying me to do this. I am not motivated by somebody saying, yo, pay me. Because honestly, if that was the case, I would have stopped talking about it already. After the election done, I would have reverted to some other topic. So let us establish that from the get-go. What I'm hearing from Daryl Vaz is that the people that had the same problem with the Prime Minister's statutory declaration, the people that had the problem with the corruption in the Jamaica Labour Party, they are somehow coordinated because they have continued to have a problem with him even after the election and with them. No, it is the opposite. If you saw them stop talking about it after the election, you could have gone back and said, well, wait a minute. I thought these people had a problem with the Prime Minister's statutory declaration. It's still an issue, but election is over. Why did they stop talking about it? Oh, it's because it's election when I come out, that's the only reason why they might talk about it. It's only because election was coming up why they were talking about integrity. You could have made that argument. But the people have been consistent. I have been consistent and others have been consistent. We have been saying the same thing over because nothing has changed. It has only gotten worse. That's the only change we have seen. Hurricane Melissa has opened the door for more thievery, for more stealing. And I'm telling you, it's going to come to light. We are waiting on the reports, ladies and gentlemen, to tell us the obvious, what we already believe is happening. We are waiting on the confirmation from the reports where this money cannot be accounted for, that amount of goods, they cannot be accounted for, overlapping, all type of things. We are waiting on the reports because they are coming, because this government is inherently corrupt. They cannot help themselves. They have sticky fingers. Them have sticky fingers, Jamaica. So Daryl Vaz's argument here so exposes him. He believes that, well, when election done, if we stop that now. And you know what's funny? It's quite hypocritical. Because the Jamaica Labour Party paid vloggers them. Where they're on the underground. Them not stop attack Mark Golding. Them still attack about saying he's not Jamaican and do a man pop out in birth certificate. At the debate and embarrass the entire Jamaica Labour Party leadership and then supporters. And make Andrew know, say, I have a copy for you if you need it, you know. And then Andrew Jones further embarrassed himself and the entire Jamaica Labour Party and his supporters by saying, well, if you are born in Jamaica, you have a birth certificate. That does not make you a Jamaican. Ladies and gentlemen, lying, I'm telling you, these people, the art of lying. The art of lying and moving the goalposts and gaslighting. They have definitely mastered that. Orange Chang look like you wanna cry upon something a while ago, you know. And you know, people and fathers and what does that have to do with you guys doing your job the right way? Lady Kiki also. What does fathers and having daughters that go out late at night for work, what does that have to do with police wearing the body-worn cameras for accountability and transparency purposes? The man is still fighting the body-worn cameras and he is the Minister of Defense or the Minister of National Security and Peace. When you hear say Andrew Jones come out to that Ministry of Defense, Jamaica, be prepared for what is to come here. We have an undemocratic, illegitimate government. Their leadership is undemocratic. They don't want to be challenged. They don't want to be held accountable. They don't want to be transparent. Accountability for them means that you're bad mind. Accountability for them means that you're fighting the Prime Minister. No, I guess nobody explained to them, you know, with great power comes great responsibility. So they want to act with impunity. No checks and balances, no question. Just believe us. That's how we get from them, you know. Daryl Vaz, Everald Warmington, all of them. Just believe us. This is why I can't give Everald Warmington no props. All of them are the same thing, Jamaica. Them back them one another in them wrongdoings. All of them. All of them. You hear what I said? Andrew Jones tried to take out illicit enrichment. Asked the courts to take out illicit enrichment out of the Integrity Commission Act. One of the things I will never forget. That I can never trust Andrew Jones as government or anything. No leader or nothing. What's up, Maureen? I can't trust him. Can't trust him. He has broken that bridge. And he continues to do so. You understand? And I was really hoping to find the clip with Dennis Chung, you know. So Nationwide put up peaceful protest planned over death of Melissa Silveira. So why Melissa Silveira thing to have a peaceful protest. But if it was against Andrew Holness and in government, a bad mind. Holness announces establishment of Ministry of Defense. Mummy, Mom, you know, you hear me
in our arrangement, the Minister of Defense is usually, but doesn't have to be, but usually it is the Minister who is the Prime Minister. But the affairs of the JDF are administered under national security. Now, the affairs of the Jamaica Defense Force are administered by a separate ministry, the Ministry of Defense, which now operates out of the Office of the Prime Minister. And of course, the Permanent Secretary in the Office of the Prime Minister is the Permanent Secretary in technically the Ministry of Defense. In our arrangement.
Only hear that? The Permanent Secretary in the Office of the Prime Minister is the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Defense. There's no separation of powers, bro. There's no real true separation of powers. I wonder if I pressure them, I get pressure by the United States to establish these type of things. I wonder. Let's play that again.
The Minister of Defense is usually, but doesn't have to be, but usually it is the Minister who is the Prime Minister. But the affairs of the JDF are administered under national security. Now, the affairs of the Jamaica Defense Force are administered by a separate ministry, the Ministry of Defense, which now operates out of the Office of the Prime Minister. And of course, the Permanent Secretary in the Office of the Prime Minister is the Permanent Secretary in technically the Ministry of Defense.
You guys caught that?
We did it so that we could have a seamless management of Hurricane Melissa. It required us to have strategic and tactical coordination of all our resources to manage that event. And we also moved ODPEN into the Office of the Prime Minister. So both institutions are now coordinated in lockstep to ensure that we are able to deliver the services required both for relief, almost completed the recovery period, and now we are entering into the reconstruction period. We did it.
The people were affected by Hurricane Melissa. Are you feeling the recovery period coming to an end? Are you recovered? You hear what the man said? They are going to the rebuild period. Who are going to get contract? Which company are going to get contract for rebuild? Follow the money, Jamaica. Follow the money. Follow. Is the right procurement processes going to be followed? Follow the money. Tell you, boy. Tell you. So I rest my case. Everald Warmington, Desmond McKenzie, Horace Chang, Darrell Vaz, Andrew Holness. 5 key leaders in the Jamaica Labour Party, right, have come out strong against entities, media houses, and even peaceful protests. The people of Jamaica, right, potentially inciting violence. Andrew Holness, I worse out of all of them. Telling people we're going to protest against protests. Him are the worst out of all of them. It's a damn shame. I leave you with that, my people. Love and light. Blessings. See you guys on the next one, alright? It's your brother Bolo VNR. Like and share the video before you go. Like and share with 10 people, please. Thank you. Alright? And I hope that next time we can get some people to help with the live goals for the super chats. Alright? And get some people to become members of the platform on YouTube on Bolo VNR 2.0. Alright? I have some videos I posted today. I invite you guys to go and check them out. Alright? And give me your commentary in the comment section. Have a good evening, have a good night, and a blessed Tuesday. Peace. TikTok, big up on yourself. Thanks for your ears. Thanks for your listening ears, all right?